Hey guys, this is going to be the first part of the Q&A. We are going to go chronologically as the questions were asked. So we have 2 questions today and the rest will be in upcoming videos. Let's start. Alright, so I figured we'd show some sorting as I start this Q&A here. Alright, so Tiger 5000 asks, how did it get started? So basically, when I was around 8 or 9, I got into baseball cards and basketball cards, and this is going to be my buy list pile over here. Baseball cards, basketball cards, and that lasted for a few years. But in 1994, I came across Magic. I saw a revised edition. It was a little too late to actually buy packs of okay, some really crispy legacy cards. I'll put them over here for now. These are my championship decks that I got recently. Yeah, I'm gonna keep them all together like this. Yeah, so I started playing around revised. I lasted until after Chronicles and 4th edition, when they kind of killed it for a lot of people. And that was rough. But I came back. During Urza Saga because I was traveling internationally, and a friend of mine, he was a language barrier and everything. We could talk to each other, we could relate, but it was just easier to play some cards and hang out and do a couple of Magic games. So bought some Urza Saga, Urza's Legacy, no Destiny at that point. And then after that, again, I put it down. I was a teenager, girls, all that madness. But yeah, so I left it for a little while. Oh, these are super crispy revised cards. I think that's why they're in here. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, that's why I left it for a while then. And, I came back when I had a better job when I was in my 20s. I bought some Arabian Nights packs, actually, from my LGS. Their last 5 for $1,000. Now that's what rocketed me into grading, because I got those graded. I got some sick prices and everything. So yeah, that was a boon. But I passed up on, at the same time, I passed up on what's it called? A full set of revised for $500. That was rough. That was a little, I don't know. These, I think, are all really rare. Oh, reserve list. Yep. And yeah, so I got involved then. I took those cards, I sold a couple, and then I decided I'm going to start grading cards. But the next thing that was available was antiquities. I started buying that at $60 and grading those. People called me crazy at the time. People in the store were like, "Why are you buying that?" I'm like, I like it, and it's what I want to do, so I did it, So, yeah, I started grading the cards. I haven't made a lot of money until the past couple of years, when everything has blown up. And now it's gotten kind of crazy, buy list. And yeah, so that's basically the story. I was with Magic and came back and bounced out every once in a while, like a lot of people. I'm just glad that I got in at a really good time to stay in. This I need a case for. Oh man. So, next question here is from Alberto. He asks about expanding the reserve list and, what's it going to take to regain consumer trust. I think there's already new types of reserve lists. One of them that's kind of obvious is Therese Nielsen's art. You're never going to see that again, so the Force of Will from Alliances, now that's a pretty diesel card, and you should hold on to that because they can't reprint it in that art. Same thing from Eternal Masters. So, yeah, there's new types of reserve lists. Now, I want to ask you, what do you think about these numbered cards? Doesn't that sound like a new type of reserve list? Remember I pulled this? That was pretty sweet. Doesn't that sound like a new type of reserve list for you? To you? I don't know. If there's only 100 of them, doesn't sound like anything I've ever heard of before in Magic. So, expanding the reserve list, I think adding a card or two here or there, maybe one a set, two a set, would be a great thing. And I think it wouldn't kill Magic. And I mean, what about cards they've printed, overprinted? What if it's like, print it 3 times, then retire it forever? There needs to be some type of change. So there needs to be some type of new-ish version of the reserve list. Otherwise, we're just going to end up with a bunch of random Shiza. Okay, guys? Random Shiza. Oh, man, this is a lot of sorting. So, there needs to be something by Wizards that's going to help us regain trust in the value of our cards. Whether it's expanding the reserve list or it's doing something like, we won't print this card again in 18 months. It's got to be something. And I really, really sincerely hope it's coming soon. Otherwise, there's going to be issues. Anyway, that's the first part of this Q&A. Alberto, Tiger, 5000, that's you guys, and we'll be hearing some more soon.